Good morning, friends. Welcome to Car Chat 2020. We're in a new year, new topics to talk about. Don't mind the backseat, like I have all these sweaters back there. It's been a little bit chilly here in Florida, so that's why I have tons of different sweater back there. But it's 2020 and I cannot believe how, and probably everyone says this, but how fast the year flew by. Last year, 2019, was such a year of learning and growing and experiencing different situations, and I am grateful for all the situations that I went through. I hope you are as well, even if it wasn't the best of situations, because I'll tell you, like, some of my situations were not that great at all, but you know what, we got through it. We're here today. When we're going through situations, it always seems like impossible or really hard or difficult, but once you get past it and you can look back, you're like, wow, you know what, I'm thankful that I went through that situation. If I were to ever be in this situation again, I would know how to handle it, or what I would do to change, or how I would react, or things like that. So today I want to talk about this. It's a little bit of a topic where I have previously just pinched in on it a little bit, and I want to talk about it again today. And the topic is, if you haven't guessed already, it's worrying about things that we can't control. There are so many things that's so out of our control. Like, it's just, especially for a type A personality is all about, like, okay, what can I do to fix this? How can we plan this out? How can we make it happen? And sometimes there are just things you just cannot control. It's out of your control. And ultimately, God's the one who's directing your steps and ordering you and giving you direction, and the choices that you make also, guides your direction, or it leads you down the path that you go, because we all have our own choices to make, and that's a gift that we've been given, is to be able to discern and understand things and decipher things for ourselves. A lot of times, us, people, you, me, we worry about things that we cannot control. We think, example, if you are single, this is a perfect example. If you've been single for a while, you try to control, like, you know what, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to start dating, I'm going to get on to online dating, I'm going to go out to social events, I'm going to go to more parties, I'm going to go out more on the weekends, I'm just going to be out more so I can be seen, and hopefully I meet somebody, or get on all these online dating sites so I can meet as many people as possible. And this is not to offend anybody at all, it's just an example that I'm giving you. But we tend to it's getting really warm in here, turning off my heater. We tend to want to do all these things to control the situation, because either we're tired of being single, we want to be at least dating, we want to meet somebody, we want to talk to somebody, especially during the holidays. You want to have someone that you can go out with, go to events with. Like, you try your best to do whatever you can to be out there, to be seen, to meet somebody. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That is completely fine. But in another aspect, you are partially controlling the situation. But people say, well, how are you supposed to ever meet someone if you never get out there, if you never at least try? Well, trying is not, there's nothing wrong with trying, but it's all based on what you can handle, and knowing yourself, and knowing what situations to put yourself in. Not everyone can handle online dating. Not everyone can handle dating. Some people just can't do dating. They'd rather just meet one person, invest in that one person, like give their whole attention to that one person, and just be hopeful that it works. And it may work, it may not work, and that's okay. And at least they tried. Versus some people just want to be on a date every single night with like 5 different people, and that's something that person can handle. But ultimately, I feel, this is my personal opinion, that does affect your self-esteem to a certain extent. It does affect how you see yourself, or if people are not responding to you, some people, that can bring down their self-esteem, because they're thinking, okay, am I not good enough? Why doesn't anyone ever want to be with me? Why don't people stay with me? Why doesn't anyone fall in love with me? And you bring it back all onto yourself, which in reality, that's not what this is. Anyways, I feel like I'm just talking about like dating, but the point is, that is us trying our best to control the situations. And we can't control that. We can't control who is going to fall in love with us. We can't make somebody fall in love with us. We can't make our boss give us the promotion that we think we deserve. We can't make your best friend do everything that you want to do. You can't make, like, some friendships fall apart. You can't make that friend stay with you. There's just so many different situations and things that we just cannot control. Like, it's just completely out of our control. Sometimes, when things happen, like accidents happen, sometimes we can't control that because sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes some person is just this crazy driver and they get into an accident. They cause an accident which involves you, so you can't control. Like, the whole point of this is just, I think I've said it a million times by now, you just cannot control everything, and sometimes we just need to be accepting of how much we can actually handle, what we can actually do, and how certain choices that we make affects what happens in our life. So at the end of the day, don't stress it. Do not stress. And this is not to say that, if there is a promotion at work that you want, I'm not saying just don't worry about it, just sit there and like it'll fall to you. Like, no, you still have to work for things that you want, especially like when it comes to your job. You want to work for this company and you want that promotion, so you're going to do things to learn skills, to learn new things, to grow as a person in your job, so that way you can get the promotion. But in a small way, yes, you can kind of control getting a promotion, but ultimately it's your boss's decision. Like, if they see you've really put in the work, if put in the effort, if you're just sitting there expecting it to happen and you just think, oh, I'm the greatest thing alive, they're supposed to give it to me, that's just being unrealistic. But sometimes those, that's in the control of upper management. Or when it comes to love, finding the right person, that's not in your control. You can date, but ultimately, like, God has that person for you, and you just have to remain hopeful and positive and just stop worrying about it. So the point of this whole thing is, don't worry, stop stressing. Like, let things just fall and stay hopeful, stay positive, and don't put yourself in a place where you'll stress about something that you have no control over. Because when you stress about things or worry about things that you can't control, that just brings your energy down. It just brings your spirit down. It puts you into a negative state, and ultimately it can lead to depression, different things. So definitely don't do that.